What's up, guys? I'm Perry Hall.
Yeah, exactly right. Welcome back, everybody. As always, my name is Perry Hall, and we're here with
Andrea.
So today we're doing a battle royale, Leica versus
Fuji X-Pro 2.
real rangefinder versus this fake wannabe rangefinder. This is obviously filmed, the M4P. It has no battery, and yeah, obviously you can't really see the photos. And so his is a Fujifilm X-Pro 2, and I'll let him break down the comparisons to his to this one.
Yeah, so it's not a new camera. The way I shoot is I just shoot JPEG because I'm a millennial and I don't have patience to develop RAWs and stuff like that.
Like my old school self.
And I think the sensor in this generation really shines at mid to high ISO, so I shoot at 1600 even in daylight, and I add a little bit of grain to that as well.
Yeah, for all those silhouettes you're gonna shoot today.
Exactly. Yeah, and today I shoot in color. The day is very sun shines, and I think color would be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Today.
Color is always perfect. I do personally always shoot in black and white because I do developing myself, and color is obviously a little bit harder to develop, but definitely a fan of color, and you know, he really takes amazing color shots anyway, so
Let's see.
yeah. Well, hold on, I'm supposed to insult him, not compliment him today. Actually, exactly. All his photos are absolute trash with it, at least with this digital wannabe rangefinder. What is this? Oh, he's shooting with a 23 millimeter, huh? So this is a 35 millimeter Voigtlander Nocten Classic 1.4. And what do you got there?
This is a 23, which is actually a 35 equivalent.
Okay.
F2. It's a great lens, very compact.
What's your f-stop on that?
It goes up to F2 if you need it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I am shooting between F8 and F11.
Okay.
I shoot in aperture priority because I'm not bothered to shoot manually, and I do that enough with that one, and it's a pain. So props to him for not using a light meter or aperture priority today.
Yeah, so I definitely wish I had aperture priority.
If my photos are trash today, I have no excuse. At least he has an excuse. It's not his camera, so I can say it's not my camera.
This Leica M4P doesn't have a light meter inside. Usually with my Leica M6, I always can kind of check the light meter, so I'm just literally going off what I know throughout the years, so it should be pretty interesting, but sometimes you really mess up, and it's gonna cost me probably more than him, so.
Yeah, but I think I shouldn't say that because I should be partial, but I think the satisfaction that comes out of taking a picture, a good one, with a camera like this, be it the M6 or the M4P or any manual camera, I think in the end it's all about the picture, about the result. Definitely. But if you work for it, I think it's gives you more satisfaction.
What are some things that you feel as though that's kind of cool compared to analog to digital that you feel as though that you want to kind of highlight? Well, obviously seeing the picture is nice.
Yeah.
Immediately.
So maybe I'm not the right person to advocate for digital, because the way I shoot it is as close as possible to analog. But of course I do shoot digital because it's more convenient. You can see the photos right away. I personally tape the screen just because I tend to chimp a lot, so I don't want to see the pictures. I just want to see them when I get home, but I can see them immediately.
So guys, if just note that. I mean, that's absolutely much respect to this man, just literally taping this thing up, and so he doesn't see the photos. I mean, that's really, and shooting in JPEG, that's, man, seriously, hats off to you. Kids take notes.
But apart from that, I think once you buy it, you buy the camera, and then that's it. You can take as many pictures as you want. Definitely. While if you buy a film camera, then you still have to buy film and process the film, scan it. Chemical. It's a pain. So there's pros and cons. I love shooting both.
Definitely.
If it wasn't clear enough, this is my camera.
Yeah.
No, but
this is exactly. So
if you
thank you so much, Andrea, for letting me borrow this beautiful, beautiful piece of machinery right here. This is actually both of his cameras.
But yeah, it's convenient. Let's say it's convenient if you want to also shoot for work. Let's say you have to work
Definitely.
with photography. Nobody can afford, not everyone can afford to shoot film for work. If I had to choose one though, forever, like I would probably choose a film camera if money wasn't an issue.
Definitely.
And let's hope that by shooting film more, the price will go down. I think Kodak didn't really get the memo. Right, Kodak? I'm talking
Right, Kodak?
Yeah?
You didn't get that memo yet?
No, I think he got the opposite. I think he read it upside down. The memo said lower prices, and he was like, oh, get the prices even higher?
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
I'm on it.
They're gonna pay for everything.
So take note from Ilford and Kenmere and all those companies,
Yeah, man.
because it's a shame. It really is a shame. Your film is great, and I don't know why this video is turning into a let's shit on Kodak, but come on, get me that Ultramax 400. Lower the price.
Yeah, definitely bring back Kodachrome for Christ's sakes. Come on, man. Let's
And
get with
Kodak
the
Gold
program.
as well. I think it's so expensive. Come on.
Well, enough of that. But by the way, yeah, I'm shooting in Ilford HP5 400 for 400 ISO, and I gotta say, I think he's shooting in 1600.
Yeah.
I mean, man, that's pretty incredible to be able to do that with digital. You can just switch back and forth to ISO. I don't really have that luxury.
Yeah.
I get what I get, and I really have to manipulate it in a certain way to actually get the way I want it to look without seeing the photo.
I don't like to switch. I like to set it and forget it, so I don't change the ISO during the day. But still, I can set any ISO I want, so I can still have it at 1600, 6400, 3200, or 200.
Right.
I just like it a bit higher. So a lot of people just choose the lowest setting they can to have the image as clean as possible. I don't like that. I don't like perfection. Yeah, so that's just what works for me. But probably people in the comments are gonna destroy me. But yeah, I'm ready. Get to me.
All right.
My body is ready.
My body is ready. Well, guys, thank you so much. We're just gonna jump out of this thing. We're gonna get out of this thing and go shooting while the light's really good today. But it should be fun, as always.
F11.
F11. I'm at F11 250 right now. What? Come on, let's go. Hey, cut it. Battle Royale right now, just pause. Coffee break.
Then you're gonna put sugar in my coffee. Enjoy my day.
Come back and tell the folks what you got to do. Huh?
I turn on silent mode with the
Silent
electronic
mode.
shutter.
Oh, the electronic
Listen.
shutter. Oh yeah, yeah.
No sound.
Wow, wow. That's pretty. It's pretty creepy.
Bet you don't have that though.
Yeah, exactly. No, no. I definitely don't have that privilege. No, no.
What batteries does it take?
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't even have batteries.
I know.
It's cheap. I can say.
As a Leica. People, I haven't held a Leica this beautiful in quite some years. This is, yeah, no, but I mean, this perfect in a long time. You got a good one. It's nice.
She's a good one.
She's a beaut. She's a sweet girl. Yo, can I see your board real quick? Is that cool? Alright, I'm just gonna do a couple 50-50s. That's fine. What you got?
It's my camera, but it's his film, so I'm wasting it.
The classic, you did the classic Gary Winograd, like,
I need like 50 more kilos up here, because you know it's cool. It always has this camera like this, because he has like this big belly, and his camera is just like yeah. Yeah, also.
Right, it's been a long day with these two cameras. I gotta say, really shooting with this M4P, this Leica M4P for the first time with no light meter inside has been really challenging. It was really fun though to just kind of like test those waters and make sure everything, my metering was right, f-stops were right, my speed was right. So everything. Yeah, everything, just make sure everything was correct before I took that shot. So it was really fun to do that. How'd you feel today with the X-Pro 2?
Yeah, I had fun. Of course, I used it before, so wasn't hard to get adjusted to it. It's fun because it's the way I shoot allows me to work as if it was film, but also I tend to take a few more pictures, so maybe I would take pictures that I would normally take with film, because maybe even if I screw up, it's fine. And also maybe I take a couple more pictures of the same scene, so I can work the scene without feeling guilty about wasting too much film. So it's a great camera. I still think that for me this is the best digital camera that you can buy still today. Dimitri behind the camera is shaking his head.
Yeah, Dimitri is just not
of course it's a question of opinion.
He's just not about this X-Pro.
The X-Pro 2.
No.
Good thing it's mine and not his.
Yeah, exactly.
But all in all, I think there's these two cameras are great. They're very different.
Definitely.
There's very little comparison that we can actually make, because
old school versus new school.
Yeah, we could even say that this is not a fair comparison, but
I mean,
I think they're great for what they do, and there's no really. I don't think there's a winner or
no, of course not.
Right or wrong.
No.
I don't think we're ever gonna fight for this camera. It doesn't make sense.
I don't think we're gonna fight at all.
No,
not at all.
I wouldn't fight anyway.
I wouldn't. I definitely. Yeah, exactly. I would definitely fight.
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
A few moments later.
Yeah, it's all good.
Splendid.
How's your head feel?
I woke up this morning. I dreamt that we were fighting. I would never fight with you, so it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
It's a fever.
It's been a very, let's say, peaceful day. Yeah. But I gotta say, like, how many shots do you think you totaled out on this thing?
I think I'm about 8. I think I took 80 shots. About 80, maybe.
80 shots.
80, 85 shots.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I went through.
Half?
Yeah, definitely more than a roll and a half. I'm up to 15 shots out of 24, and then I think I started off with like 20. So yeah, we're roughly around almost a little bit.
40 shots.
Yeah, a little bit 40 overs. Right
so
around
I took twice as many shots as you.
Yeah.
Just because I can, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I think for a digital camera for a whole day out, I think they're not so many.
Many more, yeah, definitely.
So it's about you can do it. It's just knowing that you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Then if you want to, you can do it. If you don't want to, you just don't take them. But yeah,
I really liked how your style today was really kind of like working around the subjects and trying to like get in with the rangefinder. It was really cool to really see that the way you kind of just involve yourself quietly into the certain situations to get the photos, which it's very different from my style.
No, definitely. I think
I'm a little more like, all right, I gotta take the shot right here, right now. I don't care about the cropping or this or that, you know.
But I think I learned a lot from you as well, and I'm not just saying it for the video. I was telling you also before.
Yeah.
By watching you work, you kind of make me less scared. You make me realize that the interactions or the way sometimes I would like to approach people a bit more heads on, and I get scared maybe, and I miss an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then I see you taking a picture, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna get punched in the face now. And then in the end, it's not. You just like have a laugh with the person.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you're on your way. So I think it's a good thing to observe each other, shoot together.
Definitely.
Then I'm gonna have my style, you're gonna have yours.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what
but that's fine. Yeah, and that's the fun part in that.
definitely. I think today was kind of like really fun to kind of try to push each other in that kind of way, because I definitely was learning the same as well. Like, all right, well, maybe I gotta involve myself a little bit more. Definitely like at our patches, that was kind of like the situation. I was like, oh wow, like he's really kind of working this shot really well. Maybe I should kind of like get in there just like you were doing, and be kind of more of an observer instead of just like, you know, going head on as always, instinctively jumping into the situation. You know, I was like actually trying to work the shots. So yeah, it's very inspiring to have someone that obviously just has a different style, and I think that's really cool to see, especially with cameras like this. You can really, with the Fujifilm X-Pro 2, you're less observant. Not observant, but you're more observant, and you can get in closer with subjects. I think it has like you can silence that thing.
Yeah, you can also
It's
put
crazy.
it on,
Yeah, so you can definitely, that's stealthy.
And also the major thing within this viewfinder and the Leica one is the magnification. So I think this is at 0.72. It means that you see it when you're using a 28 or even 35. You don't really have a lot of margin on the sides. You see what's outside the frame, but for me, like, I'm using glasses, so when I use the Leica, I just barely see the frame lines. With this one, it almost looks like a fisheye when I look through it. So I have a lot of margin. I can move around without taking the camera off, and I can see what's outside, which is good for me with the glasses. So that's
definitely.
I would say it's a better viewfinder experience for people with glasses compared to the Leica.
Yeah,
for me. And so I can also see, like, I'm trying to take a picture of, let's say, him filming me, and I can see if he's looking at me, and the moment he's not looking, then I can turn. So I'm ready, and
Right.
I can turn.
Well, that's definitely a classic rangefinder style. Definitely having the viewfinder on the left helps out a lot. I've worked with many SLRs in my life, and I know it's really hard sometimes when you have the viewfinder smack dab like right here. It gets a little different. It's a different perspective, shall I say. But I really like so I was wondering with the X-Pro 2, so what you see out of here, is it going to come out here, or is it kind of like the viewfinder for this, you know, you shoot here, but you're not really, it's a little bit off skewed, you know what I mean?
It's the same, but the thing
Really?
with this, you also have live view, so you have the choice of using
live view.
EVF, so you can see basically what the lens sees, like any other mirrorless camera. So you're just gonna see there's a little screen that comes up, and then if you want, you just use the normal viewfinder, and you can just see through the window. There's gonna be a bit of error, like parallax error, because this is not aligned. But when you're taking something that's more than a couple of meters away, then you're gonna be fine. Otherwise, you have to adjust. You're just keeping it in mind. It's the same with the Leica. So if you know how to shoot with this, you're gonna be fine shooting with this.
Interesting. So I was wondering also, can you do manual focusing on this thing, or is it kind of like just always autofocus?
It does have manual focusing. You can switch it here, and you have manual focus. Thing is, with native Fuji lenses, most of them, they don't have the focus scale.
Yeah, I noticed you guys don't have
you
don't have the metering like
Exactly.
this lens does. So
plus it's by wire, so there's no beginning and end. It just keeps going, so you don't really know where you are unless you look through the viewfinder. So it doesn't really make much sense.
Do you also have that kind of situation inside with the rangefinder?
Yeah, you can use like a sort of a
like rangefinder
screen thing. I never used I used to have a manual, not a manual lens, but the 23 1.4. It's a bigger lens. It has a manual scale, and you can use that to manual focus. But I don't think it's not made for that.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
If you want to manual focus, you get this, you use this, or you can use manual lenses. But I don't know. I think the autofocus is fast enough.
Definitely, yeah.
With these newer lenses, like smaller f2 lenses, there's this line. you're good to go. It's like I would compare it more like modern day Contax G2 or G1.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like they're autofocus cameras,
Definitely.
and they have the same like rangefinder experience without the actual rangefinder focusing.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, if someone can give us a G2, we can make a video out of it. And
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, please give us Contax G2. We
Send
would be, yeah,
comments.
exactly. We would be very, very appreciative.
what do you feel about shooting with this one? I know it's similar to your Leica M6,
Yeah.
but also a bit different, I guess. Would you shoot it again?
Oh.
Do you think you need more time to adjust?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, at first when I first got it, I gotta say I actually looked through to set the settings for my through the light meter, and then I said, oh man, where's the light meter? And I said, oh man, okay, this is the Leica M4P, so I gotta really just kind of step my game up, and after that it felt natural. Luckily, this is pretty much the exact same setup, but without the light meter inside. So it was really, like I said before, it was really fun to actually just test my knowledge today and really think about my metering before I took the shot. So yeah, I really like this camera. I mean, it's really a fun camera to use. But yeah, I mean, obviously Leica for me, I really love Leica film cameras. But yeah, this thing's perfect. Like, you really gotta. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, this is Andrea's camera and that's his camera. So yeah, thank you so much for letting me.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly. Yeah, we're done here. All right. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I gotta say this camera is absolutely perfect as always. It didn't take too much to get it adjusted to. Just that light meter thing just kind of threw me off at the very beginning. But
It does that.
yeah, but we'll see. We'll definitely see how these photos turn out.
They're gonna be fine.
Yeah, so
I mean, I have used it for like a month, and I was surprised that even I managed to take decent photos with that. So I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
I fell in love with this grip right here. It was just so easy to use this. It's just, it has this nice little grip that you can kind of just adjust to your speed settings. It was incredible. I don't know. It's just, I fell in love with this whole setup.
Like the
The grips
shutter
on it.
speed wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the shutter speed wheel. It's just nice.
It's groovy.
Yeah, it was
really.
nice and grippy. Yeah, they don't have this on the M6, so maybe I'll have to switch it up. You know what I mean?
You can take it and put it on.
exactly. No, this is an incredible setup. Obviously, yeah, I'm kind of being biased here, but yeah, thank you so much for this. I really do appreciate. Like, let me borrow this while my Leica is in the shop getting work done. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what came out of that.
yeah, me too.
Fingers
As always, for film, for analog photography, if anyone's out there that shoots analog, you know how the game goes, especially with no light meter. We'll see. So
yeah.
but guys, enough of this talk. Thank you so much to Andrea for letting us borrow both of these beautiful cameras.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and
Send cameras.
yeah, send cameras for Christmas, please, or film,
Or both.
or to get Dimitri a new camera. And yeah, that's it, guys. All right, we'll see you next episode, or we'll see you next video. Peace.
Ciao.
Ciao.